Hello there, everybody. Got some chicken, got a boy here.
I'm the boy.
Person who started this channel is the boy, and I do the intros.
I'm sorry.
Weird, isn't it?
Sorry. I get nervous. I get nervous when I'm in front of a crowd. I don't do good in front of crowds.
Oh god, I need my ointment.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh god.
Oh Jesus.
Does anybody have a double A batteries? I need a double A. And that has been Jordan and Gavin become slightly racist.
It's not racist, it's just anti-Semitic.
Yeah. Is that when you make fun of any religion or
That's the Jews.
Jewish specifically?
So you make fun of Jews. Yeah. So.
I talked to you last game. What the fuck?
What?
I talked to this bitch last time.
Talk to her again.
Well, looks like I am.
Damn.
But yeah. Hey, but Gavin, haven't seen you in a while. Or I guess talk.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Currently just been taking care of the house while my mother and father are currently out of the state.
Rager at Gavin's house, everybody.
Yeah. We'll get to what I did on Easter.
I went to my grandma's, that's what I did. We also saw a dead dog in the lake.
Hey.
That was pretty sad.
Yeah. Was it floating there?
Yep. It was so crusted and bloated and all that kind of stuff. It actually kind of looked like a pig for a second.
Jesus Christ.
It was bad.
So question, right?
So.
For people who don't know about the lakes.
Oh yeah,
around our hometown.
Where we are. It's fucking disgusting.
They are absolutely filthy and gross. And that's one of the main selling points of our hometown. We had 2 lakes.
And an amusement park.
And an amusement park. And they are fucking gross.
And our amusement park is a death trap.
It's pretty much a death trap.
And I worked there last summer. And it's no bueno.
It's the place where miscreant kids go to fuck around after the first time they've been there because they've already done everything.
Do what?
Well, they go around and they just create mischief. They've done everything in the park. They went on the rides and everything.
I was thinking you were talking about
Haven't fucking?
No, Scooby-Doo. Because I thought you said Mystery Incorporated.
I said miscreants.
That's not at all what I heard. I heard Mystery Inc.
Yeah, Mystery Inc. They go there to solve fucking mysteries.
Well, that's why I was super confused.
Old Man Jenkins was the crow the entire time.
That's why I was super confused.
Yeah, this fucking amusement park is actually awful. You go there the first time, you're like, wow, our town has its own amusement park? This is a little podunk piece of shit town. Why the fuck do we have an amusement park?
And then you get there and that's why.
This is why. Because you're real hyped the first time you go there, and then after you do everything, you're like, man, this shit's boring.
Yeah, now it's pretty much just do Impractical Joker shit. You go to the taco shop, you get tacos, and then you do Impractical Joker shit, and you just fuck around with the ride people, the ride operators.
Sometimes you take this shitty chairlift that's about 50 feet off the ground, and then you just kind of spit off it because you're a little shit.
And then you get thrown out of the park.
Yeah. And you just go there with your friends, you just hang out, because you're too cool to ride the rides anymore. Which you shouldn't ride the rides. One of them...
I just died.
Yeah. One of them is, it would be a fun roller coaster. It's one of those, old, rough and tumble roller coasters, I'd like to say.
Is it the mine one?
No.
Talking about? Are you talking about the big one?
I'm talking about the hurricane.
Yeah. We might as well just say we live near Indiana Beach.
Yeah, Indiana Beach. It's like 2 lakes, hurricane, roller coaster ride, whatever. See, it's kind of hard to describe it, but like without saying its name. It's that kind of
I didn't die.
This fucking thing, I was on it one time, and I was riding on. I was like, we're going. I'm like, oh, this is kind of fun, and then my seatbelt unbuckled itself halfway through.
Oh yeah, when I worked on that, the seatbelt didn't come off. It ripped out of the seat.
That's good.
And so we had to close the ride for the rest of the day.
Glad to see she's still holding strong, and the bar wouldn't come down like all the way, and we're just like, it's time to die, I guess.
I remember one time when I rode it when I was younger, I bashed my head on it, on like the lap bar, and I didn't ride it for like 7 years after that.
Yeah, it was a traumatic experience, yeah. Anybody who's been to Worlds of Fun in Kansas City would know about the Black Mamba roller coaster. It's actually a really fun roller coaster. Well, okay, Worlds of Fun in Kansas City is like 100 times better than Indiana Beach. So, how dare you say that? No.
No, I was...
But I was like 7, or like I was really young when I rode the Black Mamba, and there, it has a you must be this tall to ride this ride. I was just barely tall enough. So I get on the ride, and then about halfway through, this ride it has like several like parts where like the roller coaster goes sideways as it goes along. So I was still like I was actually fairly skinny back then, and because I was like 7, and I become busting around this sideways ass roller coaster, and I about fall 100 feet to my death, out of the seatbelt harness, out of the bar, just to my death. I'm screaming so loud, like, "Mom, hold me, keep me from falling, please." My inevitable death if I fall and I hit a bar on the way down. And it's like, that happened like several times, because this thing has several, like, pretty much fucking horizontal things. It is just one of the scariest experiences of my life, honestly. I did not want to be there anymore after that. I was crying. It was the worst. But yeah, there's roller coaster stories and whatnot. But
do you remember the minecart one though? That you had to take aspirin with you if you wanted to ride it.
Yeah, because you would fucking die. It'd be awful. So bad. Yeah, the only thing they have tacos, and the only novelty thing there is they have the sky drop.
The what? Oh yeah,
Like they hoist you up and they just fucking drop your ass.
I only did that like once.
I did that with with my cousins. One of my cousins and my brother. Yeah, you get in that triple harness and they hoist you up and you're just like... And it was fun!
Whoa, shit!
Like, just saying, free falling through the air is one of the scariest experiences.
You will be gay for 5 seconds.
Yeah. You might evacuate your bowels. Because you're just like, the body's natural reaction is, I'm going to die. But, yeah, there's that. There's a whole roller coaster story about, our hometown or whatever. But the real question is, where the fuck did we come from for this? You found a dead dog? Oh, it was Easter.
Yeah, what'd you do for Easter? There's a rager at your house.
This rager at my house. So it was me. Alone. And, I was like, fuck it, it's Easter.
Fuck!
I have a bottle of wine. I'm the only person home. Who the fuck needs a wine glass? I'm gonna open up this bottle of wine.
Oh, that's
drink it alone in my
that's
room.
right. I remember you sending us videos.
Yes. So I set up my room. I set up my record player. Put on some Elton John. You know, Madman on the Water album. It's a Leave On and Hold Me Close to Tiny Dancer. I cracked my window open because everybody else is already playing fucking loud, obnoxious music. So I was like, I might as well join the craze. I proceeded to drink an entire bottle of wine without really trying, honestly, in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's wine.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, you're supposed to drink that in moderation, normally. You know, glasses and stuff, and you're supposed to sip it with, like, meals and whatnot. No, I just, like a French hobo, I fucking had that bottle of wine. I was just taking big old pulls from it.
Taking pulls of wine.
Yeah. Let me be real. It's wine, right? It's not, you know, hard-hitting shit. It's not like I'm pulling from Jackie Daniels or whatever, you know? It's wine. It tastes good, and it gets you kind of drunk if you drink it quick enough. So I had a good buzz for about an hour and a half after drinking that entire bottle of wine. Kind of felt like Andre the Giant. Because he would just go into restaurants and be like, get me a bottle of wine. And then he would just drink it out of the bottle. Then again, this man was fucking massive. He would drink a 48 pack, not have to.
Fuck. Not doing so good.
Where are we at in the time?
Huh?
Time on the recording, jackass.
A little over 12. Why?
Check to see how long you want to go with this.
We'll kind of feel it. Okay, well, story time for me, I guess.
Are we doing this?
Yeah, I'm doing the story for Gavin. So, I was playing Overwatch with Gavin Thor not too long ago. And, I told them the story about me at B-Dubs with a friend, Ramsey, when I found out something that I probably should have known for a long time.
Since you were like 3.
Yeah, probably since I could learn what the hell food is. So I was at B-Dubs, and we had another friend with us, and she was like, hey, I need a fork for my chicken. And I looked at her hella confused, and I was like, but you didn't order chicken. And so Ramsey and the other friend look at me, and she just goes, please tell me you're not being serious. I look over at Ramsey, and Ramsey's like, he is being 100% serious. Oh my god. I spent nearly 20 years of my life not realizing, knowing, however you want to put it, that, like wings that you get like B-Dubs and stuff, it's made out of chicken. I didn't know that.
So, just to re-illustrate here. My man's Jordan here, right? My man's ate chicken wings.
A lot.
A lot. And, you know, boneless wings and whatever.
Shit.
And my boy here never once in his entire adult life, up until that point,
Like, thought about it, had to think about it, was asked, like, it never came up, so I was just like, eh.
Don't try and make this look better in your light.
But that's exactly what happened.
You didn't know what chicken wings were made out of. I don't understand.
How am I supposed to kill these guys?
It's fucking chicken wings.
Oh, that's how.
Just upset. It's all you could really say about that.
You know what? I'm upset about a lot of things. Let's just move on.
All right, let's talk about my recent revelation here. You know, so this one might sound stupid too, as well as Jordan's. It's not a huge, revelation, not relevation. Jesus, revelation as to the origins of the word forehead.
Steady spaghetti.
I would assume that 40% to at least 50% of the population thinks it's, when you put four fingers on your head, right?
No.
And you go like, oh, it's like forehead. I would assume 40 to 50 think that. Of like America, at least. What I actually realized is that it's because it's the foremost part of your head.
How does that mean?
What?
What is the foremost part?
Okay, now Jordan, do you know what foremost means, you know? It's the thing you're leading with.
Fuck.
Now, when you look at a human skull and head, you know, your forehead is actually one of the most leading parts of your actual skull region. So, it is the foremost part of your head, therefore it is called the forehead. I recently came to this revelation, and Jordan still doesn't get it, I guess. Because my boy just asked me, what does that mean, or how does that make sense? And now he's not talking.
I'm concentrating. Fuck! Comedic timing. I'm concentrating. Die. Whoops.
Yeah. But yeah, foremost part of your head. Fucking crazy, right? If you haven't learned here, we're actually borderline IQ of 70 or below here. So, I don't know how we're living without, assistance, but it's happening.
I got my highest grade in college. Finally.
What was that?
It was like a B+.
I guessed it. It's like...
Guess what class it was? Art. So it doesn't count.
Wow. It really doesn't. Now, just to be clear, everybody.
Okay, first off, I'm an economics major, so me taking an art class was literally just nothing but bullshit.
Yeah. We're not dissing on art, but if
you're not an art major, it doesn't really count.
If you're getting an art degree, you better be a damn good artist.
The hell was that sound? I heard like a really loud, like, beep!
Was that?
No, this is the beep. It was a mechanical beep.
I don't fucking know then. All I'm saying is that if you're getting an art major, you better be really good at what you do, or else that's just gonna be a wall hanger. You know? Be like, oh yeah, I majored in art from, Purdue. Or like the Art Institute of Indianapolis.
Okay, well I finally did something. Got my precursor orb. I think I can do for this episode.
Yeah, we had some good stories.
Hopefully we're not as fucking stupid next time.
No,
that's definitely not gonna happen. I'm probably gonna die twice as many times. Alright. Get it?
Bye!
I love all of